Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were described about the scheme number 9, and in that we have seen construction of the southwestern framework, that is AB ring system, Vanusul B vinyl iodide minus 26. And after a several failed attempt to develop an efficient route to the desired southwestern fragment of Vanusul B, AB ring system, and they have focused their attention toward the desymmetricalization based strategy involving a mesodiol derived from the commercially available diol 47, and which is represented in the 9, and that scheme number 9 we have seen in a detail. The heading of that scheme number 9 is the construction of enantiomer pure hydroxyacetate 50. We began with 47, which is a diol treated with the POCl3 followed by CYBZ. We are getting some complex compound, and that further hydrolyzed with H2O2, and aqueous sodium hydroxide gives the meso 28 compound, and that 28 compound we know that it is a meso because it possesses the center of symmetry, because there are, if you observe that structure carefully, you will find there are 4 chiral centers, and therefore there are center of symmetry is present, and due to that meso compound are generally optically inactive compound. And that meso compound, when treated with aminolipase PS vinyl acetate, they expect they do not get that product number 50, and instead when they treated the same meso compound 28 with acetic anhydride in presence of 4-DMAP, they had got the meso compound 49, and after that they treated that meso compound 49 with aminolipase PS, acetone, whatever that is a phosphate buffer, and they got the expected product, which is minus 50, where R is equal to H, means hydroxy groups are there. Then when these 50 further treated with, that is a asymmetric reagent S MPTCl, where R is equal to RMTP, they got as a pure plus 50 compound. And now the reagent and the condition, that which we are going to discuss here, because in our previous lecture we discussed only the scheme, how the one after one products are formed by treating with a different reagent. Now we are going to see the details of reagent and the conditions. Let us elaborate that one. Reagents and condition. I am giving heading here, reagents and conditions, and reagents and conditions. The reagent first is used as a POCl3, that is a oxyphosphochloride, which is taken at 2.2 equivalent in presence of pyridine and the temperature kept near about 90 degree centigrade, and that reaction was stored for 2 hours, and they got very high yielding product. Approximately 97% product was obtained of that compound. Next reagent, that is a B reagent, which we use as a BH3, that is a borane in presence of THF, tetrahydrofuran, as we know that THF is a tetrahydrofuran, act as an good solvent for many organic transformation, and which was used near about 2.5 equivalent. Then cyclohexane 2.5 equivalent, cyclohexane 2.5 equivalent, and the temperature is changed from -40 to 0 degree centigrade, and the reaction stored for 2 hours. Reaction stored for 2 hours. Then added 29, and the temperature is changed from once again -40 degree centigrade to 25 degree centigrade, means at room temperature. When that reaction attained room temperature, and that reaction stood near about 12 hours, and then after that, then the temperature is raised to 50 degree centigrade, and that reaction stored for 30 minutes, and 30 minutes, then after that, then 30%, then 30% H2O2, 30% H2O2, hydrogen peroxide in presence of aqueous 3 normal sodium hydroxide, proportion, equal proportion 1:1, volume by volume was taken, and once again the temperature is raised from 25 to 50 degree centigrade, and that reaction was stored near about 12 hours, and they got only 51% overall yield. And then the next reagent will be the C reagent. The C reagent is used over here, acetic anhydride, AC2O, AC stand for acetyl group, AC2O, which was taken near about 3.0 equivalent, followed by 4 DMAP, which was taken approximately 0.02 equivalent, and pyridine used as an solvent in that reaction, the temperature of the reaction is kept 25 degrees centigrade and the reaction was stirred for 3 hours and then quantitative amount of the product were obtained when these reagents are added. Now let's do the next thing. Next reagent are E reagent, C, D reagent. Now is a D reagent, and the D reagent is nothing but ANO, lipase PS, which was taken near about 100 weight percent, acetone, phosphate buffer, acetone, phosphate buffer, acetone phosphate buffer pH is approximately kept 7, 2:1, and at 25 degrees centigrade, and this reaction was stirred near about 48 hours, and quantitatively they are getting near about as a 99% product was obtained with enantiomeric excess. And the now last one, that is the reagent number E, will be starting with that, yes, MTPCl, which was taken near about 1.2 equivalent, 1.2 equivalent pyridine, 25 degrees centigrade, 18 hour, 91%. So these are the reagents which they were used during their synthesis during the scheme number, which they were represented in scheme number 9. These are the different reagents and conditions they utilize in a scheme number 9. Double dehydration of this diol was efficiently carried out with POCl3, that is oxyphosphoric chloride in pyridine at 90 degrees centigrade to afford the rather volatile conjugated diene 29 near about 97% yield were obtained. The subsequent hydroboration reaction of this diene was initially carried out with Thix BH2, but the latter was eventually replaced with CYBH2, a less expensive and higher yielding alternative. The reaction was presumed to proceed through the intermediacy of the cyclic trialkyl borane 48. 48 is nothing but this is a structure number, don't get confused over here, and which upon oxidative workup H2O2 NaOH 50 degrees centigrade afforded mesodiol 28 in 51% yield. An investigation into the possibility of desymmetrizing these diol led to the development of a highly effective sequence to that effect. Thus, while attempts to employ a manolipase PS to carry out a selective monoacetylation of meso 28, which was failed mainly due to insolubility problem in the required media, and they quickly realized that the corresponding bisacetate 49 prepared in quantitative yield from 28, acetic anhydride and 4-DMAP in pyridine was a suitable candidate for enzymatic desymmetrization because of its excellent solubility in the required aqueous acetone medium. To this end, we first employed pancreatic porcine lipase, an inexpensive commercially available enzyme which unfortunately led to disappointing mixtures of products. However, when aminolipase PS was used, they were delighted to observe after 48 hours essentially complete monodeacetylation of meso 49 with formation of hydroxyacetate minus 50 in quantitative yield and greater than 99% enantiomeric excess determined by NMR spectroscopic analysis of moisture ester plus minus 51 prepared by treatment of minus 50 with SMTPCl or 99% enantiomeric excess in pyridine, 91% yield. With multigram quantities of the appropriate functionalized enantiopure AB system, hydroxyacetate minus 50 in hand, the next task became the introduction of the required isopropenyl side chain. And scheme number 10 summarizes how the task was accomplished stereoselectively. And thus, hydroxyacetate minus 50 was silylated TBDPSCl, that is a tertiary butyl diphenylsilyl chloride in imidazole, 93% overall yield, and the acetate group was removed with diabal EH minus 78 degree centigrade to 98% yield to afford hydroxysilyl ether plus 52, and how that we are going to see over here the scheme number. Now let me clean this first. Let us see the next point which we are going to discuss over here, this one. Now is a scheme number scheme number 10 we are discussing over here. Scheme number 10, construction of scheme number 10, the construction of hydroxyolefin, construction of hydroxyolefin, construction of hydroxyolefin plus 56, 56 is the number of that reagent, what we can call it, that compounds number, and X-ray derived X-ray derived ORTP of carbamate minus 57, of carbamate minus 57. So that's the point of discussion which we are discussing right now here. Let us see once again the structure number 50. As we know that I am representing here, you can clearly see this is the structure here. The group attached over there are, here is a group OAC. The hydrogen atom at this corner point should be above the plane. The hydrogen atom which was present here should be below the plane, and this is the structure. The structure is nothing but as a minus 50, where R is equal to hydrogen atom. This R should be hydrogen, then and then that structure is a structure number 50. Now when these structure 50 further treated with A reagent, and the A reagent will be this one, TBDPSCl, TBDPSCl, that is the reagent with imidazole as a, along with that as an solvent, and the B is a diabal H. The diabal here, if you see the use of this reagent TbDPSCl, the full form of that TbDPSCl is as like tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl chloride, and which is used for the protection of hydroxyl group. And the second reagent which we are using here is a diebal H. Diebal means diisobutyl aluminum hydride, that is a full form of this reagent, and you might be knowing the use or the application or the utility of that diebal is to convert the acetate group, ester group into as a aldehyde. That is a speciality of this reagent, and therefore what do you get here? After the addition of these reagents, you will be getting here the reagents, the product is here, this one remains as it is, O TbDPS, there is a group, and here that remains here OR attached, and this is the hydrogen atom that remains as it is, and this is the hydrogen atom that also remains as it is, and this the structure number 52. This is a structure number plus 52, where R is equal to H, and that becomes as a structure number minus 53 when R becomes R is equal to R, that is absolute configuration S and is taken, that is achiral center. Reagents are used here. MTP means this is going to convert into this when you add the reagent C, and that reagent C is nothing but as this one, what we can call it as this. S means that sinister MTPCl, that is the reagent A, B and C reagent. When you add, you will get this type of the structure over here, and after this structure 53, when they are treated with some reagent, and we will get another structures. So I think the with the here we have discussed scheme number 10, that is the construction of hydroxy olefin plus 56 and X-ray derived ORTP of carbamate minus 57, which we were going to discuss, but still whatever we have discussed, that is enough for today's lecture, I think. And after this, the remaining part we will discuss in detail, step by step, by adding the proper reagent and keeping as a proper reaction condition. I think with this, let us stop today here. Remaining we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.